There is an incredibly simple tool that most leaders haven't used. And it may surprise you as to what it is. And what sparked me to tell you about this is it's the Thanksgiving holiday, or right up close to it here in the United States. And every year around Thanksgiving, I hear lots of gratitude. I hear people talking about gratitude, asking about gratitude giving for charities, and that is the simple tool, gratitude. And so many leaders haven't used it. Now I know it works because of a conversation I had with a friend. And I said this to my friend Tom. I said, Tom, I found something to be true about gratitude. I can't be grateful and afraid at the same time. And so when I would get afraid, I think about gratitude. I would think about all the things that I was grateful for, and I just wouldn't stay afraid. This first came up for me during my divorce. It's a painful thing. I didn't know how it was going to turn out. When was I going to see my son? And so I would start being grateful, thinking about gratitude. And it didn't stop there. I started, finding that I couldn't be angry and grateful at the same time. So when I'd get really mad about something, that happened during that divorce long ago too, I'd go back to gratitude, because when I was grateful, the anger went away. When I was grateful, the fear diminished. I found that gratitude was this great way of getting rid of inner conflict. Well, it gets rid of work conflict and group and individual conflict as well. So as a leader watching this, I'm going to suggest 2 questions to you, they're up here on the whiteboard, as tools for soliciting gratitude. Now, why is this important? If you walk into a meeting and say, we're having conflict, so let's all tell each other what we're grateful for. You might have some people walk out of the room, others might look at you like you're crazy. We need to go in the side door when it comes to gratitude. So let's say you're in a group setting and tons of conflict. What can you talk about to get past the conflict, to get around it, to get over, to go through it, whatever you need to do? Talk about what's going well. It's the side door to gratitude, because here's what happens in a conflict situation in a group. When everybody's really conflicted and upset, they're focused on what's not going well, what they're ungrateful for. This is how you tap them into their gratitude. There's always things that are going well. You tap them into what's going well. And what happens is, when you say, look, let's change gears for a minute. Instead of focusing on what's not working, group, let's focus on what is. So what's going well? You get the ball rolling on that, and all of a sudden, the anger, the fear, the upset, whatever the emotion is that's going on, it starts to go away. Just like it did for me personally, it will for the group as well. Now, you can use either of these questions in groups or settings of 2 people. I picked this second one for 2 people. Let's say there's 2 employees having a conflict, and they're just going at each other's throats, and they're pointing the finger at each other. Ask them what's working well. See, we got to get people away from the momentum of their current thinking. That's the issue here, is they're so stuck in the fear, the anger, the resentment, the angst, whatever it is, that they can't see their way out of it. But we can get them to act their way out of it by asking these questions. Because if they start acting and talking grateful, before you know it, they'll be grateful. They'll be building one of those gratitude lists that you might have heard of without even realizing they're doing it. So, I hope you have, if you're in the States, a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. If you're somewhere else in the world, I'm thankful for you. I hope you and your family are celebrating something soon. And I hope you will use this tool of gratitude. It isn't just for Thanksgiving, it's for all kinds of situations. And I hope your experience is just like mine. When my fear and anger got too big, my gratitude would tamp it down and make it go away. And you can do the same thing as you lead your organization as well.